Okay, there we go. Welcome everyone back to the Salt of the Earth. In the previous episode, our cantankerous ne'er-do-wells have availed themselves of a mysterious temple in the north of the Dread Realm in which they are trapped. Having braved its treacherous confines, including such perilous terrors such as figuring out how an elevator works, the players found themselves inside a large warren where a worm rose from the depths, disturbed from its slumber due to a monk and its antics. And lying before them, they see a pale green plain, a broken bridge, and in the distance, a mountain shrouded in copper light with gates of patinaed copper. And in front of them, 7 figures, six, clad in large crowns of brass, only their mouths showing, and a singular figure in the dead center, draped entirely in copper chain mail, looking at them with green eyes. The 6 creatures with their mouths exposed look out at the lot of the newfound cadre and remark, "Not many enter the realm of the dead while living, yet Coyotl has granted you passage. Has there been a change in the realm beyond this one?"
There may have been. Guy will start hesitantly and slightly bow their head while speaking.
"There is no need for reverence. You are guests amongst us. Please, relax. You are safe. This is a place of our own making."
Thank you. We are not from the place above, and we're looking for a way back home.
The 6 shrouded figures nod, but the one, with her eyes about, glances over at the lot of the party and then closes her eyes and then opens them briefly. "I suppose it is within our power to grant such knowledge. We hope you fare better than we did while we were still living."
What happened to you?
"When this place was taken into this realm, so were we in this great temple of our people. Our lives are fast, but they are finite, and soon, each of us, like a flame in a fire without kindling, slowly bore down to embers, and from those embers into ash, and we became nothing. But before the light that burned within us, that passion, was smothered, we labored greatly to free ourselves of this place. And toil we did. We lashed together the might of our people and built a great engine that could bore out of this place. But unfortunately, we died before we could finish it."
What do you call yourselves?
"We are known as the Koim. We dwell here deep in the mountains, with our compatriots, the Tlal. You have already met one, the Great Worm. He refers to himself as Coyotl."
Kyoto.
Hmm. What?
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
for his, hospitality and apologies for any disturbances our presence may have caused.
"We are honored to have you as guests. It's been quite some time since steps have darkened the halls of our great temple. Our people are most," I pause for a moment, "accommodating. We enjoy visitors. It has been some time since we've had foreigners, whether those foreign that we know and those foreign that we do not. We welcome you." A lot of them give you a faint curtsy, including the worm, somehow.
Hmm.
Adorable.
That is adorable.
"Tell us, We have been trapped in here, or I should say we have entered the last phase of our lives as our people decree, and it's been quite some centuries since we've been freed from the interior. What news do you bring of the outside?
Some centuries. So I'm just trying to keep track in my mind of events that have happened in this new world that we know about that they wouldn't have heard about. Um, guess we could tell them about that revolution we discovered last time and about who's still ruling the land.
Yeah, and maybe, yeah, definitely about who's still ruling the land, since that has been a big part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are you going to tell?
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me put this on pause for a moment. So please, tell us what has transpired in Kasatha since we were taken into this new dread realm. It's been quite some time since my sisters and I have been outside of Koyotl.
Well, someone who has a better memory than me would remember who won the rebellion and whatever is going on with the 9 gods versus 6 and 3 that were forgotten or whatever that.
You don't know who won the rebellion. Technically, you don't
Cool.
know.
Or when it happens.
It was about 812 years ago. You do know there's a rebellion. It was 812 years ago. Do you want me to just info dump? Like, we're going to say that you all say everything you know, and then they just respond to it?
That would
Yeah.
be beautiful, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. All right, let me just go to my massive monument of fucking notes for this. They go, and so we're still stuck here, it seems. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to at least find out to see if the Republicans managed to take some sway. I've never been partial to monarchs. I think that the kind of breeding that comes along with these kind of hereditary regimes tend to lend itself to incompetence. And I think we only need to look around us right now to see that that is rather true. That is most curious. Well, it seems then that if the rest of the area has remained in some semblance of stagnation, that it seems that our machine may still be operating at the summit of the mountain. You're more than welcome to go see if it's still functioning. And maybe you can figure out what that little missing piece is that we never could quite cook up. So the regime is still. Oh god, I gave myself a splinter in the thigh. Oh, this is the worst day ever. All right. So.
Oh shit.
Okay, I pulled it out. So. So the regime, Antoinette, Parsifal, and Genevieve are still bumbling around there in Kasatha? We never could quite figure out what their deal was. The only thing we know for certain is they're seemingly incapable of being harmed. That's a bit of a problem. If you make your way to the summit, the little machine is housed inside an area called the Egress. Now, unfortunately, the ancestors of ours that built this place were a bit of a sucker for, what's the term, theatrics. There's a bit of a little ritual one has to undertake in order to actually get to the summit of the mountain. It may look like a physical path that gets up there, but it's really more of a metaphysical journey into the inner throes of the self. Again, our ancestors were very theatrical. Unfortunately, we're all dead now. Can't broach you any further assistance from that. Um, there's a few caches of things lying around the mountain. If you happen to stumble upon any relics or artifacts or materials that we didn't strip clean for our arcane magic in order to build the device, you are more than welcome to them. The temple is open to you. Do not be afraid to take anything your grubby little hands can find. By all means, we're corpses. We have no need for the physical anymore. We're quite content here. And if you manage to liberate us from here so that we can journey and join the rest of our brethren in the cairn, that would be delightful. Although I love my sisters, it's been quite too long in here, and we're running out of things to talk about.
It would be an honor.
Is there anything further you wish to ask of us?
Is there anything we could potentially do for you if we get this machine working, if we find a way out? I know you are dead, but is there anything still that may bring you some peace?
If you were to figure out how to sever this realm from this dread plane and bring it back to the prime material, our dear friend Kyoto would simply burrow his way back to the cairn, and we could join our brethren in the afterlife. We're trapped here just as you. It just so happens that our environment is a little bit more restricted. This is a stopgap measure our people employ to make sure that we don't depart to Xibalba and enter into the dread realm of that lord. We seek to deprive him of any further souls. It's a bit of a long story.
Understood. You have my solemn faith and effort. I will do my best, if I reach the other side, to bring you to.
We are much appreciative. Oh, one more thing. Before we were taken over, a strange creature entered into this realm from another plane. He's held up in the poison room. We suggest you liberate him. He's a bit of a chatty Cathy, but perhaps he can lend you some strength during these times and assist you in your endeavors. Consider him a loan from our library. I believe he's the only subject that's left. The rest of them are unfortunately too curt to serve our passage and measures.
Subject?
Oh, yes, this is a research facility. While it was still active, my sisters and I venerated at the cold altar of science and artifice. There's a lot of very curious experiments lying around here that you may find some use of. By all means, prod around. The facility is yours to examine.
This subject here from another realm, did you bring him here on was he brought here on purpose or did he end up here?
He ended up here. I suppose the term he used was stumble? I think that's what he said. It's been quite some time. My memory's a bit spotty about the gentleman.
I mean, seems like it may be a good idea to go talk to him. I'm gonna look to
Indeed.
my companions who are also here from other realms. So
You see a lot of them nodding along. Now, do mind, he is very talkative. Very talkative. He's best in small doses. Good grief. But you'll find him useful. He's stored upstairs in the poison room. You'll find it once you go past the path. Actually, I believe it's a little bit outside of the door to the worm warren that we're in right now. It'll be easy to find him.
alrighty. Sounds good to me.
One
Which
last
direction?
question.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, please go ahead.
One last question.
By all means.
What is the subject's name and pronouns?
Hmm?
What is the subject's name and pronouns to speak to them?
Oh dear, that creature had a very unusual name. I think it was. I don't recollect. Now that I remember, he was a man, which is unusual because usually they're not allowed in here, but something about him allowed him to pass through our wards. He must be a very powerful user of the arcane in order to overcome that, and we found that most curious. So we persuaded him through various means in order to join our research facility. We placed him under ice for, I can't quite recall. He's harmless, though, but he is upstairs and most definitively a man. Haven't seen one of those around here in quite some time.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Is there anything further you wish?
That is all for now. Best of luck.
Thank you kindly. Do you wish to be released? I know this place can be a bit tiring for the living, but we find it to be very accommodating. It was woven by hand by our people to give us sanctuary in times of crisis.
Release? How do you mean?
Oh, we're dead.
Right. Are will we be able to speak to your subject if we are released?
Oh, yes, of course. You're simply projected into this realm through contact with our dear friend Kyodel. Once he releases you, you will be back in your bodies.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Yes, thank
to
you.
release us?
Do you not wish to return to your bodies?
No, I was merely asking if it's he that we must go through once we're finished here.
Oh, don't worry. You're simply still holding on to the appendages. I know people always think, oh, does he swallow us whole? He's not.
Good to know. Which direction for? I'm sorry. What was the? They don't have the gentleman's name or the person. I'm sorry, I did miss the pronouns part. I guess they don't have the person's name.
They don't remember.
Which direction?
Oh, you'll see. The room fades to black, but then quickly you're halted and you're brought back to light. And you go, oh, one more thing. Take these. The figures step forward and open up their hands, revealing these flowers within the palms of their hands.
Beautiful. What are they?
Oh.
Our people call them Halma. They prevent souls from departing too quickly. We believe that they will be useful to you in your coming trials. Take them as a gift. They bloom here in this realm, and they are the only thing that's allowed to leave physically. We grant them to you as gifts.
Thank you for the halpa.
It was a pleasure. Take care, you all. They give you a faint nod, and you see a faint wink from the woman in the center who's simply looking at you through her gaze. You fade outwards and find yourselves back in the worm warren. The creature rises from his haunches, gives you a faint bow, and disappears down into the depths of its hole. And in your hands, you are still holding those flowers. They are actually cacao blossoms.
Ooh. Cacao blossom. Fantastic. I'll try not to eat them.
Apparently, they taste good. Just so we don't have to do it, you automatically have the knowledge that they cast Death Ward on you if you eat them. It's a one-use item.
Got it.
Ooh.
Got it.
So just add like a scroll of Death Ward to your inventory, and you can flavor it as a flower. It'd be kind of funny if a lot of you are just like shoving flowers down your faces later, though, so you don't get killed. Now,
I'm about it.
conveniently, as you make your way out of the Worm Warren, you see a large sign ahead of you that says the Poison Room.
Um.
Does the door appear to be open?
It is slightly ajar, and from the interior you can see a pale yellow light, like the setting light of the sun on a cold winter's morning.
Interesting.
And this is the only way through?
They told you that your ally was in a room called the Poison Room.
Okay.
Yeah, they were telling you.
I'm. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were literally just telling you, yeah, don't worry, once you get out of here, you'll see the door right there. Like, that's the last thing they told you. The door was not there previously. You'll recollect. It appeared after your conversation with them.
Great. What I'm trying to do is determine whether or not I need to take this before entering the room.
They told you to not fear anything within the facility. There's no combat in this area at all.
Okay, I guess we just go into the room or be in character. All right. Well, we have these now, but if we believe them, then there's nothing to harm us within the facility. Should we enter the room? That was
Yeah.
in character.
I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
Do we need a game plan before we? Shall we just discuss?
I
So
guess just
I'm sorry, out of character. There's a guy in there, or a person in there, and he's been trapped in there, and he's trapped by vines.
They said that there
Is
is
that
a
right?
man frozen in the room and he was a test subject, and that they said that he may prove useful to you and that you are welcome to awaken him from his slumber.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, let's do it.
Yep, I'm ready to awaken a man. Let's do it.
The most dangerous creature known in existence, a male between the years of 18 to 32, lies within the
Yeah.
confines of his dread room. You push open the door and see that the pale yellow light comes from a variety of arcane devices that hum faintly within this large egg-shaped room. At the dead center of it is a large, hovering plinth of various neatly fitted stones covered in arcane sigils in a language none of you read. Large, coiled tubes, cords of mithril adamantine writhe along the floor, slowly going towards the base of the monument. A singular sigil in a language that only one of you reads, who I am now going to tell you, lies before you. Lies at the dead front of the artifact, at that weird little thing at the bottom of that staircase. You can see ahead of you that it looks like there's a kind of large rectangular slab housed within the central plinth that is ready to be released and dropped down. What would we like?
Alright.
I'm gonna point to the words and say it says this deep speech says release right here. So just go ahead and release.
Let's do it.
Yeah, release.
You push the release button, and the large slab of solid stone falls to the ground with a thud. It's heavy. Cracks begin to form in its facade. Coiled in the hand of the creature ahead of you, who seems faintly reminiscent of a halfling, you see a scroll in deep speech. And the scroll says the following.
Ooh. Greater restoration. I mean, this might be useful for Volta when we get back to her.
Hopefully so.
Of course, Skyrim I mean, I don't know as much about magic. This just seems like a holy thing. Can either y'all use it?
I'm sorry. Use what is it? I don't understand.
He's holding a spell scroll of greater restoration.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I think I couldn't hear exactly. Okay, gotcha. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to just take it with us, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, well, I guess Marta will step forward and take the scroll.
The scroll is firmly clasped in the hands of the creature. What would you like to do?
Oh. I apologize for apparently missing that part. I thought it was just sitting on a table or something.
Yeah.
Wait, so why do we know what it is if somebody's holding it?
Because it says on the side in deep speech, greater restoration.
Oh, well, that's... Okay, well, that's none of our business at this exact second. Maybe we can, talk him into... Maybe we can ask him to give it to us when we wake up.
Yeah, how do we wake him up?
Someone give me an
Yeah,
arcana
was-
check.
Huh?
Someone give me an arcana check.
Okay,
Sure.
coming.
Let's go.
Let's see what we got here.
Ian, can you turn off the
Fuck it.
sparklings in the game on the map? My
Oh.
computer doesn't like it. I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking god. Use money, get a computer. Right there. The beautiful purple little things that make the scene look cool are now gone. Are you happy? Okay.
I mean, they're still on my screen for some reason. That's how bad it is. But yeah.
Okay, they're going to disappear shortly. So, Sky, the spell Greater Restoration ends a variety of conditions. It ends the charmed condition, and it ends the petrified condition, like the person in front of you seems to be subject to at present. You reach a conclusion that the Greater Restoration scroll that is held in his hand is supposed to free him from this condition if anyone sees fit.
I'll relay that to the party.
Alright. Celerity will try to gently pry open his fingers.
Give me a dexterity check, or I guess a sleight of hand. Sleight of hand if you want. Sort of God, if you break his fingers off. Like,
Being very careful.
oh no!
Does anyone want to help?
Oh no!
I'll help.
Can I roll with advantage?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like
Why, it's gonna be an
to...
11. Ah, I called it. It was an 11.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Hey, it's higher than a 10.
Okay, we're gonna move.
Look, paralyzed doesn't mean turn to stone.
He's petrified.
Fingers have give to them. Oh, petrified. Okay, never mind.
So the three of you in a Three Stooges routine managed to accidentally activate the magic item, which causes a surge of magical energy, which frees the creature from its petrified bounds. And Danny, do you wish to introduce the most horrifying creature in existence? Carry on, Danny.
What the fuck?
Whoa! Hello there!
Here, let me actually show them your fucking token.
What's all this then? Where am I?
Oh god.
Hello, hello. We appear to be in some kind of laboratory. And, the nice dead people in the next room told us to talk to you.
Oh,
We're travelers who are stuck in this realm against our will.
travelers.
Who are
Stuck in
you?
this realm. I'm Bon Me of the Hoglington Hoagies.
I'm sorry.
Go Hoagies!
Make sure I have that.
Who are the Hoagies?
You don't know the Hoagies? What kind of dystopian place have I woken up in? Why, they're only the finest sports team in all of Hoglington and the greater area. You know, I was their star player for a while. We scored against the Darkshire Dorkheads.
Wow.
That would have been back in 205.
How did you end up here?
End up where am I? I don't bloody know.
What's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I remember, I remember it was a charity event. You see, I've actually been retired from the Hoagies for a number of years. I was going on a tour of the world, working my crafts here and there, and I came back for one more charity game. And all I remember is I fumbled a pass, and then and now I'm here.
You got sent to a different plane as punishment for missing a pass?
Oh, I don't right know. And who
What
are
do you
you
think?
lot?
Well, we're travelers. We're stuck here too.
Wait, we're stuck here.
Well, we are. We don't know too much about your situation.
Oh no. That's terrible news. How am I going to get back and finish that charity game?
I think your charity game might be over.
It's never
Yeah.
over till the last hoagie falls. That's what we say.
Well,
Ian-
would you? Oh, go ahead, Luan.
Sorry. According to the lizard ladies we talked to, how many hundreds of years ago did he show up?
They never said.
Mm.
You can pick his brain and deduce the calendar if you want. I'm just going to speed that conversation along. He's been trapped in ice for about 700 years.
Oh, that game is.
I've got a bloody real headache.
Yeah, you might want to sit down.
Do any of you have a bite to eat? I feel starved.
Does anybody have food on them?
Oh, let's see.
Do
One
we?
of you saved
What?
some tofu bricks from that priestess when she gave you that vegan meal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Celerity has
Yay.
cook's utensils, so.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here, here you go. I'll hand him one of the tofu bricks.
God, 700 years and the first thing he has to eat is tofu.
Oh my god, what is this thing?
It was apparently very well cooked and well seasoned tofu, so hopefully it's
Okay.
not that.
Sniffs
I've
it with his
actually-
large, tender nose. His mustache gently blowing in the breeze as he smells this aromatic tofu, and he takes a tender taste.
Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll that. Oh my god, you did the portrait. Okay. Did you post the picture of what I look like?
I zoomed in on the token, it's very good.
Here, I'll post
Yes.
I'll post him again right here, just so everyone knows what.
Yeah, I drew that.
I was
Oh,
asking
that's really good.
I asked him before the game, "What the fuck is your character art?" He's like, "I'm trying as fast as I can." Like,
It's really, really good.
Let's see.
Hell
I
yeah.
got an 8.
you do not care for it.
I like his hair.
Oh,
Yes.
this
And it's-
this somehow tastes like nothing, and yet everything all at once. Also, what is this bloody thing in my hand? I'm holding up a cacao flower.
Oh, that can apparently help you not die.
Oh, well, that's bloody. What do I have to do? Do I have to eat it with the tofu?
I
I'm
don't think I-
gently nibbling the flower.
I would
Oh,
say
no.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I suppose if you know where we're going, let's get out of here. I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Before we leave, is there anything else to see in this space?
Investigation check.
Yeah, because they said there might be useful items, so let's look.
Yes. All right, it's coming. My computer's lagging like crazy tonight, so give me just a second.
The DM putting a gun to the players' heads to actually loot for supplies. You can make all your checks with
Can-
advantage.
Yeah,
So I
I'll
was
give it a
gonna
little
say,
look.
if there was no advantage, I'd just help Sky. Okay, I was wondering if it was like the sandwich. That's very good.
This does not bode well.
No, indeed.
Oops, sorry guys.
You have advantage.
There we go.
That's more like it.
How do you roll with advantage?
Just click, hover over the number after you roll the initial time and just click the plus sign.
Okay.
So like if I hover over Bon Me's 14, it'll show me an up and I just click up and it does it again. If I hover the thing, click the up. And yeah, unfortunately you all are beefing the shit out of these rolls. Good God.
18's pretty good.
Yeah, 18 passes. So everyone cycles around the room trying to find some semblance of something that looks out of place. And Sky, using your background and perhaps the procurement arts, notices a faint kind of wear pattern on one of the tiles, which looks like it's been propped up. You prop it up, and in the underneath you see a small hidden alcove where there is a staff, 3 bottles, and a sword.
Fascinating. I'm gonna take a look at these items. Do I need to roll investigation for what's in the bottles?
No, they're labeled.
Oh, fantastic. What are the labels say?
Here, let me actually roll on a random table so we can make this fun. Actually, I'm just gonna roll on the DMG's 2024. Potion. Hold on a second.
Potion of Delayed Blast Fireball.
No. That would fucking be terrible. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say one thing to make sure that you people turn over every rock and stone. There is a scroll of wish in this fucking temple. Just gonna throw that out there.
All right.
And
We're
it-
Oh, it's right here in my back pocket.
God damn it!
So, Mr. Bunny.
Oh, yeah? You don't have to call me
Here-
mister, just call me Bonmi.
All right, Bunny. I'm Sky, and we're trying to get out of here. And coming.
No, keep talking. You can roll and still talk. Go.
Okay. And shit. And the lizard ladies in the next room suggested that we speak to you.
Ah, so
The
you'd be
idea
seeking
that
some
you
sage
would-
wisdom, eh?
Yes, wisdom is what
Mm.
we seek.
Alright, well, let me think for a moment. Well, it's just like the game between the Hoagies and the Cornhuskers, you know? And the way that panned out is we just kept going forward. Sure, we lost a couple toes along the way, but we made it in the end. So I think we ought to just keep marching forward, eh?
What kind of game do you play where you lose toes?
Only the best game of all.
Which is?
With the ball, you know, the game with you where you kick it.
There
and
are
you-
so many games with balls and kicking.
I'm trying to remember the exact word in the common tongue for it. You see, in Kender we just call it Blagenbull.
Has Celerity heard of Blargen Bowl?
Give me a history check.
So probably not.
DC 16. That's a no.
That wasn't me rolling.
Oh, never mind. Carry on.
No, for reasons unknown
Oh my
to
god,
me.
you know what it is!
Okay. For reasons unknown to
Celerity's
me.
a jock, I guess?
Okay.
Alright, hold on a second. Sky, you were saying?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
I forgot what I was gonna say, and I hit
For
my
reasons
interruption threshold limit
unknown.
for remembering.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, somehow Celerity got their hands on a book of interdimensional sports, so you know what this weird sport is.
Or it's a weird sport that's... Well, Celerity is from Wild Space.
He's actually from, technically, from the Spelljammer setting, so kinda. So yeah. You two can actually bro down.
So is Blargen Ball like it's intense, so I'm thinking more like less soccer and more like Gaelic football or rugby.
100% Gaelic football or rugby. I have a football in my hand with me.
Heck
Okay.
yeah. Oh, Blargen Ball, oh hell yeah. Yeah, you can lose some toes from that from sure.
Finally, someone who knows. So certainly you've heard of the Hoagies, yeah?
Not that specific team, no. My apologies.
His face screws up with discomfort at that answer.
Yeah, I think you may have been, yeah, the Hoagies may have been before my time. Or, so, we are all, in this dimension from a bunch of different places. So I
Ooh.
don't know how much knowledge is between the two.
Oh, I see that. Makes sense to me now. So where's the way out of here?
Like, out of the temple or out of the dimension?
Look, I don't know what a dimension is, but I do want out of this place.
We should probably get him out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can we go next? What do we see as far as, like, because you said we're in a bunch of rooms? It looked like we were outside in the first map, so I'm just clarifying.
You're inside that giant worm. It's a psychoreactive space. It's a little
Oh.
complicated, but yeah. You are now
Okay.
back inside the temple. You are currently inside the poison room. If you exit this room, you will see a thing. I'll tell you that much.
Did we figure
Okay.
out why this is called the poison room? Or I'll just hey, bomb me. Why is this called the poison room?
This is called the poison room. There must be
Alright.
poison in here. Somewhere. Maybe there's snakes or something.
I glance over to the bottles that Sky found. Are they just? Do they have like the big?
The big
Skull and
comical
crossbones.
skull.
Yeah. Well, you say comical. That's actually like a chemical warning symbol. Like I've been writing safety action plans for my lab, and yeah, that's a very common symbol.
All right.
I turn around. I turn around and there's a sign on my back that you guys see as I'm looking at my toes, making sure they're all there. It says it's fucking hell. It says toxic personality on the back of my shirt on a side.
Hi, baby cat.
All right. Well, shall we be getting out of here then?
Let's give it a
I
try.
think we're done in this room. Sorry.
Correct.
Well, wait, aren't we still have an inkling that there may be more treasures we might really need in the temple though, right?
Yeah, you cleared out this room though with your investigation check.
Okay.
You and your
Oh,
ability
yeah.
to plunder, you know that this goose is cooked. This room is fine.
All right. We will.
Yeah.
I thought I just heard a goose cooking
Moving on to the
somewhere.
next-
Might we be able to get a bite?
Good fucking.
I apologize. I didn't mean to talk over you, Danny. What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I talked over you.
Well, I remember what I was going to say, so you first.
Let's say it. Say it.
Huh?
Say it.
Okay. We were going to try to bring you and get out of this room.
Oh my god.
Bloody wonderful. Gotta turn you up a little bit. You're a touch quiet.
Oh. getting out of here.
Alright.
What did you say, Danny?
Huh? I didn't say
What did you
anything.
say?
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I said
Shall
you're a
we
little
go?
quiet, so I turned you up. Yeah, let's get the
Well-
fuck out of here. I'm tired.
Yeah.
This room hurts my feet.
All right.
all right.
As a lot
Let's
of
go.
you, as a lot of you turn around, you notice that the door that you entered from, instead of being ajar, has now shut. What would you like to do?
I'd like to reach out with my giant Stretch Armstrong extendo arms and try to open it
The door
from a
gives.
distance of 15 feet.
Why are you? God, why is every D&D player so fucking terrified of doors? I've never armed a door to explode, like ever. Yet everyone
Oh,
has. It's like people always being super suspicious whenever I throw a banquet in a game. They're all like, "He's gonna poison us." I've never done that, like yet. So
Yeah,
anyway,
we're waiting for the day you do.
you're not wrong. So anyway,
Okay, well, can we go through the door?
yeah, the door opens without any resistance, and you see beyond a snow-clad landscape with a dirt path carving upwards into a thick, chilled fog.
I'm gonna close the door and open it back up to see if I see the same thing.
It continues to be the same visage.
Now, did I hit my head or was this not out here before?
Was not. Are we?
Well, getting out of here might be a little more complicated than we thought.
It's just fog, right?
It is just a thick fog. Like, you know how in New Orleans it gets like really humid but also really cold, and it's like this weird feeling where you're being like drowned in a blanket of cold mist? That's how it feels outside right now.
can we?
So we just
What can we
go through
see? Like, how far into the fog can we see?
About 100 feet. Then the fog just obscures your vision. Think Silent Hill. That's essentially what's happening.
Oh
And-
god.
Do we see anything so far, or hear anything in the fog?
No, have you ever been outside after a snowstorm and it's like deathly quiet, and all you can hear
Yeah.
is the faint creak and groan of the snow settling on things? That's the only thing you hear.
All right. Well, there's nothing stopping us from just going into the fog. So I think
Yeah.
that we. And sorry, I'll say this in character. Well, I think we should take our chances. We know what's behind us. Maybe we should keep going.
Yeah. I agree. Stay close, though. I don't think it's a good idea to get lost out here.
Yes. Bon Mi, do you have anything to protect yourself?
Just these guns right here. And I kiss both of my arms.
Are they actually muscular or have they atrophied from years of petrification?
That is a great question.
You are in perfect stasis. You're still jacked. Like,
I'm
Hell
jacked.
yeah.
I'm disturbingly jacked for a halfling.
his muscles have muscles.
But I still have like a beer belly. It's very bizarre.
Great.
I mean, so do a lot of football players.
It's true.
True.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, shall we tarry forth?
Heck yeah.
Let's bloody
Walk into the
go!
fog.
So let's.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I guess we're all gonna walk forward.
Did
And into the fog.
I lead triumphantly.
Yes.
So the lot of you exit the poison room and just enter into the mountain pass.
Yes.
Who is the last person to leave?
I think keep the squishies in the middle.
Okay.
So celerity would bring up the end if Bon Mi's leading, if that's amenable to everyone else.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Bonmi, Marta is most squishy, Sky is second squishy, and then Celerity in the back. So that's just how we're going to do this from now on.
Great.
Sounds good to me. I'm leading the way.
now.
Don't you worry.
Celerity, as you exit the door, do you shut it behind you?
Yeah, and I want to take one last look in the room before I shut it.
You look into the dead center of the room and see the undulating wires and coiled tubes, and you shut the door. As soon as you hear the door come to a triumphant thud, it disappears, and in front of you is a large rock face. And as you look up, about 30 feet, a thick blanket of fog that obscures your vision. The only way forward is forward.
All right.
We shall sally forth.
All right, so we're going to march our way towards the mountain pass.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Works for me. It's bloody cold out here, though. Anyone have any socks on them?
To give a kind of firm grasp, the exterior of this mountain pass is about -20.
God, it's fucking cold.
Oh,
And I'm wearing a sack, so
I need to wait. Give me a sec. I have a potion of cold resistance. Is there a way to share it? Like, could we throw it at all four of us to split the effect?
If we brew it in a little bit of gunpowder, it'll make a splash potion.
Or can we just, like, each sip it? I'm asking out loud. Sky is asking this out loud because they know little about potions.
I like that idea. Let's all take a little bit. And a thimble. A thimble's worth should be enough, yeah?
I'll drink.
Does Celerity have any insight, perhaps?
I think that's a good idea. How about y'all split it between you for now?
Wait, I've got
And
an
Celerity
idea.
will indicate their fur-covered body.
Oh yeah, your fur. That's awesome.
All right.
I've got an idea.
Luckily, Sky has a couple of empty bottles. I remember us talking about this.
You
So
do.
he's gonna apportion out. He's gonna eyeball basically about a quarter of it into three empty bottles and just say bon appetit. Hand them to Bracis and
Marta.
hand them to Marta and Danny, and then say bon appetit and make like a toasting motion before drinking.
Bone up the teeth.
Bottoms up.
It means enjoy.
Aye. I'm
The
gonna greedily glug it down.
a lot of you imbibe the potion, and you are now immune to the effects of the extreme temperatures up here, and you have resistance to cold damage.
Great.
Celerity is just built different and is totally fine. That big furry bugbear body is doing fine.
Great.
Perfect.
After you quaff the potion, I imagine a lot of you face north towards the path ahead of you.
Aye.
Yep.
All right, as you look forward, a creature appears. A small figure, like a coyote, made of shimmering blue light, is standing on its four legs, tail flicking delicately in the cool air, looking at the lot of you. It's furry, and there are two dots under each of its eyes. You can see that it actually wears a collar made of brass, and a small circle with a deep speech signal in very tiny writing lies underneath its neck.
Is it possible to read from this distance?
It is not.
What if I'm really good at reading?
Can you can you read deep speech?
Yeah.
Really?
I actually don't think I said a language for this fucking character.
I'm checking your sheet right now. Yeah, you didn't set a single language. You don't know anything. All right, Celerity, give me a perception check.
Perception.
The, si-
21.
the sigil say the following.
One more time?
The sigil say the following. I sent it to you because anytime anything
Oh,
is,
the following. Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
I
anytime
thought you said
anything is,
the fallen.
anytime it is a language only one of you speaks, I give you the option to be a dirty little fuckboy and not tell anyone. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh. The caller says its name is Four Eyes.
Do you say this aloud?
Yeah.
Four Eyes looks at you, sits down, its tail curls around its body, and it seems to be waiting.
Okay. Sky can offer a hand forwards like you would to a strange cat.
Four Eyes cocks its head, its large coyote ear flops on one side and raises on the other, and then it shakes its head.
Do we put it out of its misery?
Why?
Here, this is going to help us.
Is it hurt?
Looks like it.
How so?
In
My
what way does it
stomach
look
growls.
like it?
What?
It is a coyote made out of shimmering blue ethereal light.
Oh, look at the poor thing. We should just take it out, We got to.
The Four Eyes begins to growl in your direction.
It's us or him,
No, I don't think it's a coyote. You can punch a coyote.
Well, maybe we can. I don't know if he can.
I definitely can.
Four Eyes
Well,
places
I do not enjoy this, so Sky's not part of this scene. Y'all do whatever.
Four Eyes places its paw on its chin, contemplating whether it can actually be punted, and it patiently waits.
Is it thinking right now? Is it contemplating?
I mean, do you want to try and punt it?
I'm not gonna punt it. No.
I'm gonna make a sandwich while y'all talk about that.
Four Eyes shakes its head.
Shakes his head to being able to talk to it?
Being able to punt it.
Okay.
What?
I would not
Celerity's
try to
gonna-
quantify it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Noah.
Celerity's gonna address Four Eyes. Do you want us to follow you?
Four Eyes nods.
I mean, I don't
Well-
see a better option.
I don't either. There's mist and fog all around us. There's not much we can do.
You do recall that the Koim said that their ancestors who built this plate were suckers for theatrics, and that you would have to undergo a trial. You could probably reach the conclusion that this is part of the theatrics.
Gotcha.
Well, I suppose we ought to follow this delicious-looking coyote.
It cocks its head, its ear flopping on one side, and gives you what you can only imagine is a derisive look from a spiritual coyote.
So new. I don't know what derisive means.
Well, what should we do? Marta is going to look at Celerity first because, yeah, she's not sure about how to address the wanting to eat the coyote situation. And, what do you think?
I mean, well, one, Barmy, coyote meat is not good. You don't want to try it.
Oh, who said I haven't tried it?
Have you?
He gives you a knowing look.
Oh, God. I don't think a spectral coyote is going to taste particularly good. It's not going to be filling, it's just going to be putting light particles in your bowl. You might as well not eat anything.
What about the ectoplasm? That's pretty good eating.
I don't think it has ectoplasm.
It's a ghost in it. Ghosts have ectoplasm. It's true. It's facts.
Well, maybe we should follow it first and then see about eating it.
I like the way you think. Let's go. Follow the damn thing.
All right, I think we're ready to follow it.
Swear to God, you people.
Yeah.
So anyway, It's like introduce a psychopomp. The party, we can totally eat it. Like totally. Like
You have a character's name is a fucking sandwich. Yeah, I'm gonna eat everything that I can. I haven't eaten in 700 years, Ian.
it's true. Well, this thing's made out of ghosts, so you can't eat it. So anyway,
Joke's on you, you can.
Four Eyes looks at the lot of you, starts to move up the mountain ever so slightly, and then turns around to check to see if you dinguses are following it.
We're following it.
Yeah.
Four Eyes begins to make its way up the mountain. About 30 minutes to an hour passes, and eventually the party encounters a small herd of deer who are sleeping on the side of the road. Give me a perception check. There's no map for this segment. Apparently I forgot to put the segment down.
Celerity got fog in their eye.
Celerity is distracted by the cute coyote. Fucking bond me.
Honestly, valid.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll roll in just a second. Can we actually just take like a 3-minute just for a second? Sorry.
We're gonna take a 5er because apparently that's what you need. So we'll take a 5er.
Okay. Let's see.
Standing before you is a faint ethereal image of a coyote beckoning the party north towards a thick shroud of fog. What are we going to be doing here?
I believe we will be following it unless any of my companions have a better idea.
I.e. a stupid idea.
No, we're gonna keep following the coyote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to follow.
Oh, thank Bahamut. Okay, so anyway, the party makes their way a little bit further north, following the delicate plip-plop of the coyote's paws upon the firm, cold ground.
It's got real paws, guys. We could definitely eat it.
Four Eyes turns around,
I
looks
mean-
at you, and glares, and then continues.
I'm whistling. I'm like looking up at the sky and whistling.
Four Eyes knows your sins. So anyway, you enter into a large clearing. The fog begins to part, and Four Eyes disappears into a mist in front of you. Ahead, you see a very large herd of deer napping delicately upon the side of the road. Give me a perception check.
$19.
So, absolutely everyone notices that there is a large male stag, the biggest buck of them all, and curled around its horns is a thick silver amulet inlaid with emeralds, diamonds, and rubies. All of the deer are sleeping soundly and seem to have not noticed your large, cantankerous approach. What would we like to do?
Oh,
Um,
the coyote.
Y'all
I
think
wish we
this
could
is-
steal the amulet?
I mean, they said we could have anything we find here. Celerity's whispering.
Do you think they want us to? I don't really want to steal it, but do we think we have to?
I learned my lesson stealing things.
Well, it's not
Ooh.
stealing because they said we could take anything we found.
If they have the authority to do that for this particular item. I'm not disagreeing with her, by the way.
Alright, real question. How tasty do you think them deer are?
I'll share with you something we have learned about this world that you may not have gotten a chance to.
Oh, okay.
In this realm, it is dangerous and forbidden, as far as we can tell, to eat any other thinking being.
Why?
Probably we will find out when we find out how to get out of here. It's
What?
just one of the many mysteries of this realm.
Isn't that the nature of thinking beings to sustain ourselves upon each other like a large family that feeds their children, you know. We're all thinking beings, even the plants themselves, though we pretend they have no thought. They truly are wiser than years. And I think that that's a false equivalency to put on us not to eat these delicious looking deer just because they think as we do. For all things think is how we sustain ourselves.
You may or may not be right, but I share with you the warning
Aye,
in
and I
the
heed
hopes
it.
that it aids your survival as it has aided ours.
I get really serious. I look you in the eyes, like, thank you, my friend, my new friend. I really want to eat that fucking deer, though.
As
Sky just like nods, like I understand, my new friend.
At this point, I
they
think
do
we should
look delicious.
let him.
My stomach's like, ready to order that fucking deer.
Yeah, I can make a
Perhaps-
mean venison chili. This is painful.
I know a recipe for that.
We should not linger here.
Are we taking the amulet, though? That's the question. I've got sticky fingers, but I don't know how well I could take it, really.
I think I got this.
My all beans.
Let me find how the tattoo.
a moment, and I got really happy.
Wait, what'd you say?
I thought you said by all beans for a second.
By all beans.
I said my all beans, to sort of, I guess, play on the my all beans by all means. But yeah.
I love it. I'm living life.
I swear on beans on accident. I'm not really sure why, but I have not like made that a trait Sky does. I just kind of forgot.
Well, that's because you're secretly a prophet of the bean god yet to emerge in this realm.
I don't know, man. It's just like a really easy sound to make whenever something is surprising. So beans are invoked whenever I'm startled, even though I really like beans.
Beans.
Please.
You're invoking the beans for protection.
You know what? I'm gonna adopt that. I'm gonna incorporate that into Sky's character.
Wait,
Hell yeah.
Okay, so we're
You
taking the
worship
amulet?
beans. Yeah,
What's-
everyone stay very still. Give me just I just want to concentrate so I don't wake anyone up. And Celerity is going to try and stealth up to within 30 feet of the deer
Give
with
me a
the
stealth check.
amulet.
Give me a stealth check.
Careful now. Careful.
You can
Does
do it
the
with-
snow on the ground dampen footsteps?
Wow, what a
and
strangely fortuitous situation. Wouldn't you know it? It does. Roll with advantage.
Thank you.
Amazing.
God, you dense fucks. There we go. You are next to the large 50-point bug.
Oh no, I'm 30 feet away.
Okay, well, they're all sleeping soundly, and you can see that the necklace is coiled about its horns, but could be removed with some swift fingers.
Celerity is going to activate their Eldritch Claw tattoo
Ooh.
to get their reach up to 30 feet. Because Eldritch Claw is 15 feet.
I know.
And then between Bugbear and Monk shit, that's another 15, so.
Okay, so give me an attack roll to snag it.
They're going to concentrate. And do features. Oh, it's an inventory, not features, sorry. Relearning how to play D&D. 23.
You delicately remove the amulet from the horns and plop it into your pocket.
Does it say anything on it?
Do you read Celestial?
I believe so. Let me double check.
You do. I will post what it says on the exterior.
Hell yeah.
It has two faces. One shows a lit candle and the other one shows an unlit candle. On the face with the lit candle, it has the following written in Celestial.
Back to the group. I'm gonna hold it out to them and read. Be exceedingly humble in spirit, for the hope of earthly man is but decay.
As you read these words aloud, the deer awaken from their slumber, look at you, and then scamper away with fur and abandon. They're gone.
Oh, damn it.
Sad. Yeah, the more Celerity listens to Bon Mi, the more they want some venison chili.
Oh god, deer is so good when you
I
carry
generate an aura of hunger around me.
Surprised to be like, I think it might be a good idea to just keep going, see what else we can find in here.
I agree.
As you say this, Four Eyes appears, faintly to your north, curled in a small bundle, paws under its chin, looking at you with an expression that says, "Well, can we now?"
Oh,
Is he saucing us?
Four Paws stands up on its four legs, gives itself a nice stretch, looks at you, and begrudgingly continues to carry itself north with a degree of passive aggression in each of its footprints.
Let's follow that damn coyote. Yippee!
About another 90 minutes passes as you plop your way through gnarled, worn, snow-covered valleys, various hills and crags, until eventually you come across a part of the path that seems to be burrowed into the mountain itself. As you look into the darkened patches ahead of you, you can see a faint orange light in the distance. What would we like to do?
Walk towards the light.
yeah.
Perfect.
If we're supposed to make any investigation checks along the way to find out if anything else is here, then I'll keep doing those. But
Yeah, Celerity will keep an eye out for anything interesting as well.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh.
DC 16.
Can Celerity make a perception check, or
No.
does it need to be investigated? Okay.
What?
What the fuck?
And you were trying.
Yep, there's the one useless nat 20 of the game.
What the fuck? The entire party's cooking today. Watch, Bodmi's gonna beef.
Come on, Bon Mi.
Oh, okay, I got a roll too. Okay. Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Investigation.
There we go. Sky, Celerity, and Marta beeline towards one particular location with such dedication, aplomb, and singular focus that the three of you bonk your heads together like coconuts. The resounding din of your hollow skulls causes a large rock to fall out from one of the sides of the rock face, revealing a small alcove filled with items. Because someone rolled a nat 20 and I'm feeling generous, pick a range of 40 numbers, roll a d100, and if you succeed on the roll, that's everyone except Bon Mi, because Bon Mi's too dumb to notice anything, you will get something. So Sky, Celerity, and Marta, give me a range of 40 numbers. Instead of telling
What do
me...
you mean a range of 40 numbers?
Begin 1 to 100. So 1 to 40, 40 to 80, 60 to 100, 20 to 60, shit like that.
We just pick a number?
You pick a range of 40 numbers, and if you fall within that range, you will succeed.
Okay.
Let's do 20 to 60.
Okay. Celerity, go first.
I think low is better.
Watch, you're going to get 23. You did it wrong.
Nope.
It's,
And it says it's /R.
yeah, it's /R space 1d100. Also, Celerity goes first.
I'm not rolling.
That is me.
So
I'm not rolling.
You pick 20 to 60?
Oh. Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I must have just accidentally selected their token or something.
Yeah, it does that.
Let me
Well,
try just
Well, you
one
won.
thing.
You won. You really want to do this again?
Okay. Oh no, I was just testing to see if I could like unselect everyone. So I was rolling as myself.
It's a little goofy. Okay, so celerity 1. Okay, now it is, I don't know, Marta or Sky, whoever wishes to go first.
Okay, so we're all Marta apparently
Wait, it's
at
all
the moment.
Marta? That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Always has been.
Has been.
Alright, what range of 40 numbers do you want?
1 to 40.
Smart. Alright, give me a roll. It's /r space 1 to 100. I don't know why it's doing it that way. You can also just click the D100. Ah, you beefed it. Alright. Marta, sad. Trust me, if you look at the magic staff you already got, you're going to be tickled pink. So,
That's true, I am.
Marta, what's your range, lady?
Hold on one second. My range is going to be really cool. And it will be 25 to 65.
Fuck you.
And
Like,
I love it.
I'm rolling a D 20 dice.
100.
Oh, 100. Okay.
25 to 65. Watch, you're going to do a 66 or a 24. Okay, you did
Oh
it
my
wrong.
God.
So, like,
Wait. Oh, I did. Wait, what? Okay, all right.
you roll 1, and you beefed both of those, so you get a reroll, because apparently you
Okay.
don't know how anything works.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
to make it easier,
Yeah.
you see the row of all the different dice shapes.
Yes.
It's the
The
far
one
right
to the very far right is a D100.
That's the one
Just
that I
click that one.
pushed. I clicked that one.
You clicked it twice.
Oh.
Just click it once. Fucking boomer.
Okay, I clicked it. Now it says 1.
Then you click enter, or you click roll, and you
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Perfect.
How about them Cheetos?
Hold on a second. This is how I feel right now.
Yeah, I did.
Where's the
Perfect.
unarmed strike in the character sheet?
You're gonna have to make an item and then make it adjust naturally.
That's silly.
Alright, each of you roll me a d4, and it gives you what you have here: arms, armor, potions, scrolls.
Okay, that was.
I rolled the 3.
Yeah, of course.
I rolled the 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Alright, well, you don't roll anything because you're too dumb to notice. Alright,
Oh,
so. Okay, so who rolled. Who rolled 4? That was Marta.
No, it was me, Sky.
Okay, so. But you didn't. You failed your check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just 2 of you. Okay, so who rolled what? Marta?
Marta actually rolled the 3. And I
Yeah.
think Polarity rolled the 2.
Okay,
That
so.
is correct. And also under the character name and bold print, it has the username.
Yeah, the person who actually rolled. Alright, perfect. So that actually
Yeah.
works. I don't know why all of you gabagools are Marta, but apparently that's what it is now. Alright, now give me another d4 to check the rarity of the item. Okay, so Phoenix got a 1. That sucks to suck. And Buddy Boy over here got a rare. Not bad. Okay, so Marta rolled a 3, so it's going to be an uncommon.
Wait, why
Potion.
is everyone Marta except for me?
I don't know. This is how Foundry works, and it's super fucking confusing, but we're just going to roll with it.
Oh, but it's reverted me to Hoagie instead of Bon Me.
Sad.
Hmm.
Hoagie, Ogie,
Interesting.
Wogie.
Because I'm a hoagie, yo.
All right, so Marta rolled potions uncommon. So let's see what we got here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What should I must count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Give me a D21, Marta. And Celerity rolled armor, which is useless because you're a fucking monk. But you rolled rare.
A D20?
A D21. Just go /R space D21.
That's fine. If it's something that's useful for someone else, that's fine.
So you rolled a 14.
Yeah, we can help each other out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you got here. So you got 20, you got 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You have a potion of force resistance. I will add it to your inventory. That is super niche and probably not going to come in handy unless you are all suddenly fighting a warlock for some fucking reason.
Right.
Right.
Oh no, we're all fighting a warlock, oh guys.
The next scene, it's all warlocks. And it's like, whoa, what a weird coincidence. Like,
Real quick.
yeah.
Celerity, do you use a quarterstaff?
I haven't used any weapons yet, but I know how to use one.
I was just curious. I'm looking at some of the things I obtained in the other room, says Sky.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure that's what this is, but while we're here sorting through things, he's gonna hold up the Staff of Frost. Whoever would best wield this.
Oh, I think that's a Bon Me item right there, for me. I'm a magic caster after all.
Sky is gonna make a real quick try to insight attempt to see if Bon Mi is likely to just ditch everybody as soon as we get out of the temple.
No, I'm just joshing you. I'm not taking the staff. I'm a fighter.
Oh.
Ian, what's this note in the chat? D195?
Roll a D195.
Okay.
There's a lot of rare armor, so it's gonna take me a
This
moment.
is great. This is great.
This is completely random.
Because, we have... Even if I can't use it, because warlocks can wear armor, right? And paladins definitely can. So.
Warlocks can wear light. You can technically wear light.
Oh my god, I keep fucking you up.
Let's see here. A 75. This is gonna take a minute. I gotta count 75. Okay, I will let you do. I will let you make your choice. Do you want me to count it from alphabetical beginning or alphabetical backwards?
Let's go backwards.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. You will not believe it. You find in the alcove a padded armor of force resistance. I am adding it to your inventory. Enjoy your rare spoils. And that is the only thing that is in the alcove. Well, the mysterious little hole that you found. Are we going to continue towards the mysterious light?
Yeah, now with the worry that there's some kind of... I don't know, what creatures do force damage?
Like none, except like warlocks and enormous mechanical monstrosities that are definitely not in this temple. Definitely not. I'm not kidding. There's no combat in the temple, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah. I mean, this is a little cumbersome for me. Does anyone want this?
Oh, it's also +1 too, because I think it's kind of silly that a rare item isn't +1.
Wait, what is?
Plus
It is padded. You go.
+1 padded armor of force resistance. It gives a base AC of 13, plus your AC modifier, and it gives you resistance to force damage, which is relatively uncommon.
It's light, isn't it?
Yes, so you can wear it.
That's what I was checking.
Hell yeah. Scott,
I mean,
could
I
you
can
use
wear
this?
it, but unless someone else would have better use of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think Volta's armor is maybe a little more beefy than this, so I don't think she'd want it. And
Nope.
I'm not really partial to armor, and
I'll
I
take
don't know
it.
that it's Marta's style.
What does the armor
Hell
look like?
Well,
It's a tasteful gambian made of various interwoven leather sets with green silk, tying it all together.
I would love that, but can I wear it?
You
'Cause-
can, but then it would turn into a burlap sack.
Would it lose
Would
all
it-
its stats?
It is. It's actually AC 11, but I'll make it AC 13 because, like, come on,
Would it lose its stats then?
it's 13 plus your dexterity modifier. Your dexterity modifier is 16. You're currently wearing studded. It would boost your AC by 1.
I think that means what I think that what he's saying is no, the armor would not turn into no longer good armor if you put it on. It would just look like a burlap sack.
Yeah, it still functions as
Mhm.
armor. You just look like garbage while you're wearing it.
Well, okay. Well, I will take it if it's up for grabs.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will add it to your inventory and adjust your stat sheet.
Just
Sky
so.
will go ahead
Go ahead.
and
Scott.
like make a big sweeping motion towards Martha. Like, hey, now's your chance.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What did you say?
Oh, I just said Sky makes a big sweeping motion towards Marta and says, hey, now's your chance.
And Marta will take the armor, put it, and obviously it turns into a burlap sack. So
Yeah, it
Oh,
turns
that's
into
a
burlap.
funny trick you did there. How'd you do that?
I don't want to talk about it.
She's very clever.
Why is it doing this?
Did you just say, why are we trolling you like this?
No, the armor isn't working like it should be. I have to get rid of its attunement required proc. Yeah, it's fucking.
I'll take it just so Ian's design can't actually be seen in the world, since he's making me wear a burlap sack.
Also, it manifests racial slurs as you walk around town.
Oh no.
That was not a part of the deal.
What the fuck? Why is it not working? Anyway, carry on while I figure out why the hell your fucking equipped armor isn't working. This is driving me crazy.
Marta, if you would like, I'm gonna like flip through my spell list, but he'll at least like, I don't know, hold up a towel and be like, can block you off if you'd like to put it on.
That would be very kind. I will take you up on that offer.
Alright. I don't think I have like, I don't know, fog cloud or anything like that, but Sky will at least like hold up a towel in front of her and look away.
And
you put a paper bag on you and turn into a burlap sack as well.
I wonder,
Do you
but
think
I'm
we
not.
could make infinite burlap sacks and sell them?
I like your thinking, Bonmi. You should stick with us.
Yes, You should.
Empress Genevieve seething in the background as you make a profit from the curse.
Oh, we're so screwed.
Marta is gonna go ahead and slide the armor on, and behind the you said you held up a towel, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any spells that would do anything, so I'm just holding a.
Oh, I'll help Sky with that because with elementalism, with the sculpt element, cause Mr. Smoke to make a 1-foot cube to assume a crude shape,
I'm
and I'm gonna
politely
do just like
turning away.
cartoon sensor bars in front of Marta out of very thick fog.
I have
Perfect.
my eyes covered and I'm kicking my feet as I sit down.
All of you are so kind to give me my privacy. So thank you for that. But yes, I do. Marta does slide on the armor, and it does again, as usual, turn the green silk turns to burlap sack very quickly, and she is sad about this, but also, wants the boost. So there we go. It is on.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Where would we like to go next, gang?
Follow that coyote.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready.
Alright, perfect. Let me just double check to see if I got the fucking. Where's the attack roll on this? Base weapon, quarterstaff. Alright. You make your way down the hallway and you follow the meager orange light. And you identify the source of the orange light. There is a small candle in a small alcove to the left, burning perennially, which gives a meager orange light. There is a small statue that lies within the alcove of a humanoid with large eyes draped in white cloth with a thin veil over its mouth. There's a small inscription at the base in deep speech. I will send it to our resident deep speech expert.
Alrighty.
Come on, load, you pig. When love's well timed, 'tis not a fault to love. The strong, the brave, the virtuous, and the wise sink into the soft captivity together.
Give me an investigation check.
Hell yeah. Come on, Nat 20.
Can everybody try, or is it just the person reading it?
Everyone.
Please, everyone, because the person who was reading it just rolled a nat 1.
They were perhaps distracted by the words.
Yeah, and the pretty statue.
Oopsie!
God damn, y'all bitches dumb. Alright, so all of you could recognize that the statue depicts what seems to be a Koim. The iconography and the basic structure looks like the people you saw within the worm earlier. Marta alone, because she is a notorious kleptomaniac, notices that the soil at the base of the statue seems to have been recently disturbed, as if it was dug up and something was placed within. What would you like to do?
Amazing.
Proceed. I guess. Does the candle actually feel warm, or is it just an illusion?
You feel no warmth from the candle.
Great. I was pushing the button, and for some reason my talk wasn't talking. This is the base of the sculpture, right? Oh.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I think Marta will draw the attention to the disturbed earth and say, it looks like someone's been digging for something. Maybe we should check there.
That sounds like a good plan. I gotta
If
do
anybody
wisdom.
wants to get their hands dirty.
I always get my hands dirty. Let me get in there with these little grubby mitts. Let's get in. And we start digging. Like a badger.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Let the little freak do his thing.
What am I rolling to dig this out, Ian?
Technically, that's survival, which is kind of weird, or athletics.
Hell yeah. I could do either. Either's really good for me.
Yeah, whichever one you want, athletics or survival, however you want to flavor how fucking bizarre you are as a person. What did you get?
I enjoy the image of just like a badger.
Yeah.
Please describe how you dig up this object.
I'm scooping out the dirt like with beautiful efficiency. Almost like I'm swimming in the earth itself.
You
Beautiful.
eventually uncover a patinaed copper box. What would
Ding,
you like
ding.
to do?
Okay. Can I pull it out?
Yes.
Alright. Is it locked?
No, there is no discernible locking mechanism. It just seems to have a sliding wooden.
Can I open the copper box, guys? May I?
By all means.
Alright. And I open the copper box.
Within, you see a neatly coiled, albeit weathered strip of vellum.
Wow. Look at that. I'm sure that's got to be used for something, right?
Do you lift up the vellum?
Yeah, I lift it up.
Oh,
Within the interior of the vellum, you can feel that there is an object. The vellum seems to be wrapped around something.
Okay. What is it?
You open the vellum and see that the interior is written in strange writing. The writing is deep speech. I will send it to our resident expert on deep speech.
question. So when you say vellum, you do mean, because I had to look up what that was. You do mean it's essentially like paper parchment made out of
Animal skin.
animal skin.
Yeah, it's animal skin.
Interesting. Interesting for a vegetarian world.
Very.
You're assuming the Patali are vegetarian. The Kawim are not.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Oh, and then there's also those werewolves that we met, or werejaguars.
The Kawim are actually herbivores, but they do use animal products to do their riding in. The Patali don't. That's the distinction.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Okay.
As you unwrap the vellum, you see within the interior a stylized kind of image of a creature removing its own skin. Let me actually. I gotta remember this fucking god. I forgot to download this image before I did this. I can't find anything. Oh, actually, I know exactly what it looks like. Alright, I got the image. This will spook the shit out of you people. So, the amulet looks like that creepy fucking head in the top left as soon as this image loads. Da, 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 da. Oh my fucking god. Alright, while the image loads, our good friend Charlie Brown can read the deep speech that was written upon the vellum.
Okay. To say that a life is grievable is to claim that a life, even before it is lost, is or will be worthy of being grieved on the occasion of its loss. The life has value in relation to mortality. One treats a person differently if one brings the sense of grievability of the other to one's ethical bearing towards the other. If an other's loss would register as a loss, would be marked and mourned, and if the prospect of the loss is feared, and precautions are thus taken to safeguard that life from harm or destruction, then our very ability to value and safeguard a life depends on an ongoing sense of its grievability. The conjectured future of a life as indefinite potential that would be mourned were it cut short or lost.
Bullshit.
That's beautiful.
So the
Mhm.
amulet itself is shaped like a stylized skull with bulging eyes and seems to be made out of a kind of faintly red brown stone. Do you touch it?
Ooh.
It's better.
Touch it.
It's better what's
Touch it.
when it's in italics. Hold on a second.
Touch it.
Wait, I can't edit this thing. You're supposed
Touch
to.
it. Touch it.
Touch it.
Wait, am I
Sorry,
supposed to touch
I
it?
didn't actually chat that. I did.
Hold on a
Who's
second.
touching it?
Who's touching?
I think you, because you have the box.
I'm gonna touch it.
You touch the amulet, and it is warm to the touch. And as you kind of move it around in your hands become coated in blood that's fresh and drips from your
Ah.
fingers, and then it
Ah.
disappears.
Ah!
What the fuck?
Oh no, I don't like these guys.
As
Uh,
as the blood drips from your fingers, deep speech sigils appear in the eyes, and they say the following.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, eventually, but ooh.
You're gonna
This
tell
is is in character. The sigil of the Lord of Lost Skin.
Oh no! You know, I've lost the old pigskin a couple times, but nothing like this.
Oh, that's unexpected.
Hey, Sky, do you have any idea what kind of being this vellum was made out of?
Could Sky do an investigation check?
This would be nature or survival, your choice.
Okay.
Actually, no, this one would be religion.
Could it be medicine?
No. You can do it with advantage.
Alrighty.
Just click that old up arrow. Okay, cool.
The skin just fully has a tattoo on it.
Essentially, the creature that the skin is made out of. Sky.
Alrighty. This appears to be demon skin.
Ah! I touched it with my hands.
And
Oh,
then it
God.
bled all over you.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Sky will gingerly like put the handiest cloth, whether that ends up being like his own sleeves, because I don't remember if he's wearing long sleeves or not, or like the towel or whatever. Just like gingerly put cloth over his hands real quick and pluck it, tuck it into his pouch.
Okay, so you're gonna keep the sigil of the Lord of Luskin.
Spooky cursed amulet, right up my alley.
Okay, I'm gonna put. I will put it in your inventory. You can identify what it does later.
Cool.
All right. So
No problem.
Oh, you put it in mine accidentally.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna take it, but you whisked out. So unfortunately, now someone who's a Chad.
Someone got to the box first.
Now let me just delete the creepy fucking thing made from the Lord of Violence. There we go, and it's gone.
Guy just says, not to worry. I've delivered far grosser cargo before.
Never mind this. This requires an expert in the matters of the arcane, and oh god, my hands are covered in blood again.
Boops.
Okay, there is nothing else here. What would the party like to do?
Follow that coyote.
The coyote makes its way through the tunnel, and you eventually enter into a large valley. After about another hour of moving through the various environs, you find yourself. Hold on a second. Where the fuck is this fucking map? Here we go. No, goddammit. Stop clicking on the thing I don't want them to know is here. Okay, so anyway. The party rounds a bend and sees ahead of them a large gate shrouded in a shimmering green energy. Flanking the sides of the gates are what seem to be female depictions of humanoid creatures with bat-like wings and fangs. They look outwardly like the Kawim you saw earlier, but they seem to be monstrous depictions. What would we like to do?
I'm gonna take a look at those further.
How close are you going to get to the statues?
As close as I can get without, some ominous feeling of something terrible happening.
Well, that's like omnipresent, so how bad do you want this feeling to get?
I want. The short answer is unless every nerve in my body is screaming run away right this second, I'm gonna take a look.
Give me an Arcana check. And you may do so with advantage.
Okay.
You can see that the portal ahead of you is shrouded in divination magic. That is not outwardly harmful. It seems to be some kind of test.
It doesn't seem possible that the lizard ladies could have been the old regime, or anything significantly violent. He says this aloud. But this depiction is troubling, and the portal is mystifying.
What do we
I
want
mean,
to do?
just because they're depicted monstrously doesn't mean they actually are monsters.
True. Or even that monstrous was what the artist intended.
Also
Maybe someone's
true.
really into this. I'm not saying I'm not pointing fingers, but maybe someone is.
Well, Clarity is
Shall
going
we
to take
head
a
up?
look around the.
Go ahead.
Clarity is going to take a look just around the room in general. Yeah, see if there's anything sitting around.
Wait, can you all see the map?
There's like
Um,
a green gate with flanked by winged creatures.
Okay, that's it. Alright, give me a perception check, or if you want to get closer, an investigation.
I'll stick with perception because it's significantly better.
Okay. God damn!
Venti.
You can see that there are no tracks entering towards the gate, and there seems to be no disturbances in the area at all. No hoof prints, no paw prints. It looks like no living thing has come through this valley in quite some time. Sky, with your investigation check, you can notice one faint little outlier in the area. You can see a kind of bloody tuft of what seems to be ancient, tattered animal skin hanging on the side of the various bushes that are clinging to the sides of the cliffs to your left.
Cool. If Sky points that out, Celerity will go check it out.
Okay, it would be right here at this bush right there. Are you going to point it out, Sky?
What'd you say?
There are tufts of animal flesh with dried blood stuck in the bushes hanging from the cliffs to the left.
Ick. I'll voice that. That's mildly icky.
Celerity will get closer to that.
Give me a survival check.
That's not too bad.
And you may do so with advantage.
19?
You've seen this before in your various travels. Have you ever gone through a mountain range or a mountain climate?
Oh, for sure.
All right. There's certain cadres of predatory birds that when they lift up the creatures that they are about to devour, usually tear them in pieces with their claws, maybe by accident, and sometimes that's deposited on the cliffs as they depart with their prey. Give me a perception check.
I immediately look for predatory birds.
You notice that the entire area is actually shrouded in what seems to be shade. But it occurs to you that the shade doesn't make any natural sense based on the angle where you are at present. As you look directly above yourself, you see a freakishly enormous rock descending down upon you from the high depths of the valley. It is beelining towards you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Everybody, let's get through the portal.
Okay.
Scrawl!
Monks
going?
don't get. Yeah, just.
Oh, what do I have to do? Roll initiative?
Yep.
God damn, y'all are fucking cooking today with the initiative. Sweet Jesus. All right, let me roll the fucking bird. Let's see if he fucks this up. Yeah, the bird fucked it up. Congratulations. The massive bird the size of a football stadium goes last. I think you people might live. You hear an enormous scraw as like this bird that blocks out the sun begins to barrel down towards the party. You can see it is covered in dried blood. Its talons are soaked in the eviscerated remnants of its once prey. And you recall, if any of you wants to make a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh God, they're not sending their best.
Double set.
They're not sending their best. Okay, good.
Trying.
Okay, good. Good. And if Sandwich Boy wishes to continue,
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do a history check.
watch Nat 20. He wasn't
No
even,
Incredible.
he wasn't even here when they said this. So I guess while you're
The guy who's been frozen for 700 years, the one thing he learned before going on ice.
Well,
You
don't you know? I once did a match against the against the Sundale Sunhawks. This is just like that.
You recall while you were being poked and prodded by the queen that they told you a myth of their people, that back in the ages of yore they used to dwell upon the open plains of their home province, but they were besieged by enormous demonic birds that drove them underground to seek sanctuary. And you're fairly confident that one of those birds is that damn thing that's barreling down towards you right now, and maybe that myth had a point.
Oh, we got to go underground, guys. That's what the things did when the things that did the thing when they did it with me. We got to go underground, guys.
All right, Marta.
I think let's just go through the portal.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, portal.
Can
Marta.
we make it to the portal before the bird
What?
fucking kills us?
Let's fucking goddamn hope so, because that thing hits like a freight train.
What do you want?
Marta, it is your
Go
turn.
through the portal.
You actually went
I'm
first.
I'm going through the portal. Wait, what?
You're first. You rolled first in initiative somehow. You beat the monk in initiative.
Okay. So, what do I need to do?
All right, so you need to get away from the bird. I don't think you have any teleportation magic yet. You still haven't picked your third level spells. We will discuss this later with Firm, Christian, Compassion.
Even
So-
with the dash, there's not enough to get to the portal.
Yeah,
I can't run.
yeah, you could dash. You have 30 feet of movement, and the portal is 70 feet away. So if you dash,
God.
you'll be within 10 feet.
Okay. Well, I got no other choice but to try and run, so let's do it.
All right, you will make it within 60 feet, which puts you right about there at the dead center. I will plop you right there. All right. You still have your bonus action. Do you want to maybe give someone a bardic inspiration or something? Just gonna throw it out there for a friend.
Yeah, totally. Who would best benefit from that?
Who looks like they're in the most need of professional help, aside from everyone.
Um, does anybody feel like they're in the most need of professional help? I mean, maybe the short guy might be.
Might need help with movement speed, perhaps.
Yeah, you said you might, or you agree with me?
I'm agreeing with you because I can't see anybody's movement speed, so I'm just going off of logic. I can see my own.
Everyone has the same movement speed, but I can tell you one thing: the monk is very good at picking
Mine's
people up and carrying them. So technically,
Yeah.
Celerity can get everyone to the portal, and then when they get to the portal, they're just gonna kick Marta through the door. Oh, also, Marta, when you get close to the door, it yells something at you in a language you don't understand.
Okay.
Celerity, you're welcome to give me a perception check to see if you can hear the door over the din of this enormous fucking bird barreling down on you. And you can do
Probably
it with
not
advantage.
10.
You can do it with advantage. Okay, perfect. It says the following in deep speech.
I'm gonna yell to Marta. It says, "Make yourself known, traveler." Just tell him your name.
Okay, Marta is gonna quickly turn away from the group to face the portal and yell, my name is Marta!
Spectral hands made of a ghastly green emerge from the portal and grab you. Do you resist their pull?
How hard are they grabbing me?
They're actually being very delicate and tender.
Then I do not resist their pull.
You are pulled through the portal and you disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna give someone bardic inspiration, but I guess not.
I assume that you give an encouraging word to Celerity, and we'll call it.
My face when the dungeon master realizes we don't have enough movement to full send through the portal.
Shut up! I should have moved you 10 feet
Yeah, we
closer.
got this.
The monk can do this. The monk can fucking do this. So Celerity, what do you want to do?
Can I pick up both remaining party members and book it?
Yeah, they're actually both pretty small, and I think your strength score is actually pretty high. Let's see.
Yeah, my strength score is only 12, but I do have athletics proficiency.
Yeah, and I think you count as a size large, and you have extra reach. Okay, how about this? Give me
Make an athletics check.
Yeah, give me an athletics check twice with advantage, and just see if you do a pretty good job.
I will say that Bonmi, while small, is actually hyper dense.
Perfect. You actually grab the both of them. Bonmi and Sky, are you gonna resist the massive bugbear's attempt to barrel you through the portal?
No, of course
Say,
not.
come with me.
Come with me if you want.
I
to
was
live.
ready to sacrifice my life to make sure everyone got through the portal. I wanted to be known.
That would have been so rad.
I was about to say, I was about to be like, Bonmi, protect friends.
You just jump on this fucking CR-17 bird.
Well, I have a taunt, so
Hey, why don't
Yeah,
you
we're all
peck?
gonna make it.
Why don't
If
you?
this was Savio, he'd try to write it.
It's like, why don't you peck on someone your own size?
no, I like my taunt is I like
Skull go-
slather myself in my conveniently kept mustard and ketchup.
And you just burst out of the bird in the air and it explodes. Okay, so the lot of you make your way towards the portal, and it says again in deep speech, "Make yourselves known, travelers."
Bonmi, Hoagie.
Hilarity.
Sky.
Wait, what?
The portal's asking to make yourself known.
Oh, Sky.
The warm embrace of the spectral arms appear and pull you through the portal, and you disappear through. Let's see here. For some reason, Sky is not in the scene. I have no idea why. All right. We're going to do one more scene, and we're going to close out for the night, because someone's a sleepyhead.
All right.
All sleepyheads.
Let me see here.
My cat is sleeping in my arms as we speak.
All right, one more spook. Oh god, no! I'm not gonna accidentally move the bird to go follow you. Although that actually would be really funny. Just have the bird kill the entire party.
Insanely lucky that the bird rolled a 1 on its.
I know,
initiative.
otherwise this would have gone so poorly. Like, oh,
Yeah, when I saw Sky's initiative, I was terrified, but then.
the bird
Yeah.
rolled a nat 1 because God is good. Okay, we're gonna do this one last segment. It will take like 10 minutes because it's just the
Cool.
party doing some MacGuffin nonsense.
Great.
We're going to speed things on a little bit. Okay, you make your way through the portal. And beyond the portal, the atmosphere has changed. It's no longer cold and frigid, but warm and inviting. The air is humid and pleasantly warm, and you can smell the scent of magnolia blossoms in the air, the faint croaking of frogs, and fireflies flit across a large stagnant pool. The decayed remnants of an ancient bridge give way into the waters, and ahead of you, you see a large stone temple with an imposing facade of various mythological creatures rendered in mosaic and fresco. What would we like to do?
Try to take everything in, take a deep breath, look behind me and see if the portal's still there, and if the bird came through it,
You look behind you, and there's nothing. It's a sheer rock face.
How,
Okay.
how walkable
God
is the
damn it.
bridge visually?
What was that?
How walkable is the bridge? Like, could we cross it without it falling into the water?
It looks like it will tentatively hold your weight. It's on its last legs.
Okay, I'm gonna cautiously go over the bridge to the other side.
Squish,
One at a
squish,
time.
squish, squish, crack, crack, and you find yourself on the other side. I'm going to say that you all tentatively follow through. Ahead of you, you see a large stone plinth and various mysterious sigils in a language none of you read. However, at the base of the large stone thing in front of the large door is a single phrase in deep speech, which I will send to our resident deep speech connoisseur.
I'm so glad I gave a character deep speech and it's finally useful.
You're so lucky that the Koim's native language is deep speech.
I give so many of my characters deep speech, and I think this is the first time it's been used.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Let the flames of holy fire purify you. Lay bare your sins and surrender to the light of the divine.
You got to light me on fire.
Did we find the Catholic section of this world? It sounds like confessional.
You're kind of not wrong. So anyway, why don't you give me a investigation or perception check on the stone plinth itself?
All of us?
Seems mildly interesting.
All of us.
Anybody who wants it.
Oop, I rolled an extra by accident.
God damn it, Bart.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right, so Celerity, Sky, and Bonmi, you notice that the plinth seems to be covered in the burnt remains of a variety of random items. Burnt wood, burnt metal, burnt leather, burnt vellum, burnt silks, burnt paper, all kinds of stuff. And it's just lying around here burnt.
Wait, why doesn't Marta perceive it?
Because you didn't get shit. You only rolled 13.
Well, yeah, but
Oh.
okay. I thought, okay.
I think I know what we have to do here.
She's distracted by the natural beauty.
Yeah,
Does anyone have a pen and a paper on them?
The party actually
I
did
don't.
canonically pick up some journal pages and some ink in
Yeah,
the
we
prior
did.
session. Yeah, so
I think Judging from the riddle and how it looks here, I think we need to write our sins on a piece of paper and burn it in the center.
How is a sin defined?
I don't
These
fucking
people.
know.
Well, we'll give it our honest best then.
Something secret, something you've never said to anyone. You've kept in your heart this whole time. I think that's the
I-
only thing that would work.
I
I
wear
mean,
my sins
or-
on my sleeve.
Or we could use Marta stealing, since, we know that they obviously care about that, or somebody did.
I'm ready. I'm ready to admit that I was wrong about stealing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she stole a dress.
From a widower.
Does everybody... Huh?
So what sins are we
I-
gonna lay bare, gang?
What?
What sins are we gonna lay bare, gang?
I
I'm
figure
gonna write my
maybe...
sin on a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Sky's gonna see him doing that, and then just... Never mind.
I will follow suit here. And do I have a pen and paper on me as well? So I'll go ahead and write that down.
Yes.
We canonically picked... Remember when we picked them up?
I don't, but
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But the point is, yes, we do.
Well, okay. Marta does feel bad now, looking back on everything that's happened. And does write down her sin of stealing from a widower. And you said that it has to be thrown into the fire.
Thinking we pile it up in the altar and then we light it on fire.
Okay. Well, I'll go first and put mine on the altar.
Sky's gonna look over at Celerity and see what they think, what they're doing.
Celerity is gonna follow suit and write something down and say, yeah, seems like the right move.
All right. Sky's a little sus, but he'll write something down as well.
All right,
Barmy does.
everyone DM me your sin, and then we will burn.
Oh, I gotta think of a sin.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, because it is very difficult. Like, what counts as a sin? Like, could I say eating meat in this case? Because it's not something prohibited by Celerity's culture, but it's prohibited by the culture here.
You're gonna have to make that.
That's a
decision on
legit
your own.
question.
Done.
Hello?
Whatever you think.
Oh.
Oh wow, Marta's is stealing. What a shocker.
Told you, mine are out in the open.
All right. Wait, actually, I'm missing Matthew McConaughey's.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something.
This one time at Bucky's, I didn't pick up beaver nuggets. I've regretted it ever since.
I rooted for Oklahoma last time they played. That's like the 9th circle of hell, though.
Yeah, that's Texan Tartarus. As soon as you put it on the plinth, Celerity is consumed in hellfire and sent immediately to Dispater. You could cook up your sin later, and we can tuck it up later. A lot of you throw your papers on the plinth, and it burns. The gate ahead of you falls. The stone crumbles apart, revealing a large door. There is a sign above it in deep speech. It says the following: As you look at it, our
Reading room.
dear friend, the Psychopomp. I have to go back to the past to get his fucking token art.
What?
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna delete this fucking
Jason
map.
Coyote.
There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna pull you to this fucking scene, and hopefully it actually has you load into the fucking scene. Instead of giving me fucking bullshit. I guess that's a no. So obnoxious. So anyway, the Psychopomp lies before you. The creature looks at a lot of you, looks at the door, looks back at you, and then walks through the door and disappears. What do we want to do?
Follow him through the door.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Let me load the lot of you gabagools into the next room. There we go. Hopefully it pulls everyone into this fucking room instead of giving me fucking bullshit where people don't go in here for some stupid fucking reason. For some reason, SJ isn't in this scene. Can you see it, SJ?
No, I'll go ahead and do the logout thingy. It's just being a pain.
That's fine. Alright. The party enters through the door, finding themselves inside the room called the Reading Room. Ahead of you is an ossuary. You can see innumerable displays of Koim ancestral remains in various positions. Dead ahead, atop a small velvet pillow is an ornate helm. The helm is composed of various bands of lapis lazuli, steel, and turquoise. Beyond it, a large tree made of humanoid bones sprouts from the ground, sprawling outwards. Various alcoves line the left and the right. And unlike the exterior, which is humid and exceedingly wet, the interior of this place is bone dry and has an almost kind of neutral temperature to it. Neither cold, neither hot, and you can almost feel yourself passing through here as if this is a place of stasis. What does the party do now?
I guess take the helm.
What?
I guess take the helm.
So you're going to walk all the way down the hallway and take the helm that is on the plinth at the far north.
They did specifically tell us to take stuff that we find.
That is correct. So you make your way forward. As you make your way forward,
I'll bow in respect to the corpses.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As you
Sky will
move,
follow suit.
as you move
Oh,
past,
and use elementalism to light any candles.
actually, as you move past all of the candle sconces and braziers, they all light of their own accord. Now, as you're in front of the helm, you can see that it is devoid of iconography except for a single thing written across its brow in deep speech.
The Helm of Ancestry.
Do you pick it up?
Yup.
You pick it up. I will add the Helm of Ancestry to your sheet. Is there anything else we wish to do in this room? We're going to have like a couple more minutes in here, and then that's where we're going to close it out for the evening.
I think that's it, right? There's nothing else here. I'll do a quick investigation, see if there's any, or perception, see if there's anything cool.
All right, cool. So we're going to
Yeah.
do the final loot drop of the session. So everyone go ahead.
Yeah, I like
give
that
me your-
idea.
Give me your investigations, and we'll do some rolls. And we'll
Hey,
close
not
this.
bad, not bad.
Hey.
All right. Okay, helm.
Do I find anything good?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find a cool helm to give them. Let me get this one. This probably has like a cool token or something. All right. Doop. Just got to adjust this shit really quick. All right. Got to turn off caps lock. Helm of Ancestry. The Helm of Ancestry is in your inventory. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a 16, an 18, and a 13. Oh wait, actually that's all of you. Okay. So Botany, Marta, and Celerity managed to kind of poke around and see a kind of faint glint inside the interior mouth of one of the skull sconces. What are we gonna do?
What's in there?
Yeah, I want to take a look.
Okay, so everyone is peering over, I guess, Bon Mi's shoulder since he's the shortest, and just going, "What do you see, Sandwich Boy?" You see a little kind of silver kind of toggle in there, like a toggle switch. What are you gonna do?
Well, flick it.
You flick it. It opens up a secret passage, and
Oh,
in the interior, it shows a very large mount wall of cylinders, like scrolls or something slot into it, except all of them are empty, except for one.
okay. What's in the one that's not empty?
A single scroll made of brass and gold.
I'm gonna have a look at it.
You take it out, and it is locked. There is a single sigil on the exterior in deep speech, and it says the following.
Hope.
What does it say?
It just says hope.
Hope.
Does anyone wish to roll Arcana?
I mean,
Alright.
I can, but won't be good.
I'm gonna give
Plus
one.
0.
I'm gonna give one of
Why
you
not?
Just everyone beefing it today.
Well, there's a 21 in that Arcana with from Sky.
Sky,
Mhm.
how do you
Yeah,
examine?
Sky's smart.
Sky, how do you examine the scroll?
I guess he'll look at however the light hits it, and then, kind of carefully turn it over in his hands, try to make sense of what kind of material it is, if it's dusty, how old, or rather, how long it's been since someone touched this. See if he can divine any intention from it.
You pick up the scroll, and you can immediately apprehend that it is filled with raw, unbridled potential. You can feel a kind of undulating magic coursing within it, ready to be released and then shaped by a person's sheer will.
My God, it's a wish spell.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a scroll of wish.
Oh.
That's cool.
Well,
Ew.
I mean, to be fair, I'm the one who found it, but I think it's always best to probably. It's so powerful. We should all agree on whatever wish we make with it.
Now, I will tell you that I ban the ad hoc version of Wish because it's annoying. You're only allowed to use its raw features, so keep that in mind. There's no wishing forward if you want.
Okay.
You are limited to.
I'm not familiar with the law features.
Yeah, I don't know what any of this is, but I
Googling
figure we will wait
Me too.
for a more urgent time.
I will tell you what it does really quick before we close out the session. Okay, so this is what the wish spell lets you do just raw. Number 1, you could duplicate a spell of 8th level or below requiring absolutely no material components, absolutely no consideration of range, absolutely nothing. So if you say, I wish to fireball at this guy I didn't like in high school that lives 300 miles away, it would just do it. Like, it would just fireball, even though he's nowhere near you. You can also you can create up to 25,000 gold pieces in value that isn't a magic item. The object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension. I don't know what the fuck you're going to do with that. I think it's just to limit you to making a giant ship.
Okay.
You can instantly restore the health of every.
I gotta get going.
Okay, you gotta get going.
I gotta get going.
All right,
Okay.
take your day.
Well, we'll hammer all that out some other time.
Yep.
Definitely.
Good luck. We did it, guys. Woohoo!
That was great.
Okay, good job, gang.
Thanks for
I will
playing.
post.
See ya.
Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome. Take care, everybody.